Hello everyone, and Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a Happy New Year. It's cold out here today, up here in Ohio. It's about 25 degrees, something like that. And today I'm catching the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad. We got a westbound rock train coming through Lindsay Road. This is the abandoned railroad crossing area right here. See this? There's the Batmobile. The road ends here now. It's been like that for somewhere around 20 years or so ago when they had that car hit by the Norfolk Southern train. It's a long time ago. And then they closed this railroad crossing down right after that happened. It was considered to be a very dangerous crossing because the approach here was really steep on this side. And there's some kind of a bar right over there. I think it's still in business, but I don't know for sure because I've driven over this crossing before years ago. But here comes the rock train right now. We're going to get it here, and we're going to go up to Williamsburg and get it on the hill, go up the hill. So here we go. I'm going to reach my arm out as far as I can. There she goes, shining the rails up. The first rock train of the week. It's been a week since the last rock train went through. Let's have a look at the rail. Nice and shiny. And this is also the spot where they had that derailment about a year or so ago. A grain train derailed here, and that's why the extra rails laying there. They had to replace some sections of rail. Well, let's go up to Williamsburg, Ohio and get the train going up the hill. A little bit chilly out, but here we go. Woo, live action. But wait, there's more. There always is. Hey, guess what? We're going to get an overhead shot right here. Railroad goes underneath the road. But I want to show you something else. I'm exhausted. I just walked really fast. My truck's parked over there. This land here is for sale. Where my truck's at, there's a for sale sign. So, all this land right here is a few acres. It's hilly and wooded, and it comes right up to the railroad. The railroad bridge is right over there. I'm exhausted. I'm walking up the hill as fast as I can right now because the train's coming. We're going to get an overhead shot. I've had that requested. People want to see what that gravel looks like. I hear them. Oh, let's go, son. They're coming. I hear the train rumbling. All right, hold on a second. The tracks are right down here. So you're going to see what it looks like on top of the train with gravel. Tracks are frozen. Look at that ice and snow. All right, here we go. All right, before the train gets here, here's the bridge again. It goes over the East Fork of the Little Miami River, downtown Williamsburg, Ohio. There's the frozen track, a little bit of ice on top of the rail. See that? And all this land adjoining the railroad track is for sale right there. So that could be yours. You could build a house in there on the side of the hill somewhere. And my truck is way down there at the bottom of the hill. I ran all the way up here, but I beat the train. I still haven't heard it. I thought I heard it rumbling when I first came up this way, but apparently that was just a truck. Train's gonna be coming from behind me, by the way. From right over that way. So here we go. Williamsburg, on top of the train. There she comes. Get to see what the gravel looks like from overhead. See how much they fill these cars up. Look at that shot. Is that cool? I hear them leaning into the hill, working hard. All right, there you go. I've been getting a lot of requests for overhead shot, so I finally got one. I did get one out by Peebles at Griffin Road, or Nixon Road, I mean. I got one over there about a month ago, but not as good as this one. So, thanks for watching. My fingers are frozen. There's a truck down there. And this land is for sale right here. No flat area though. It's all wooded. It's a hillside. And the east fork of the Little Miami River comes up to it down there at the bottom. Where my truck's at, there's a little driveway up there. I'll show that to you here in a second. Listen to those locomotives working. Still hear them chugging. And Chessie's up there at the truck too. All right, there you go. There's the sign, and there's a little bit of a lane coming into here. You could probably drive a quad runner down through there, but that's about it. Unless you cut some of the trees back. It's not wide enough to get your truck in. A lot of traffic on this road. That's the downfall. It's a nice looking lot. As long as you can find a level spot to build a home in there. You can't see the trains though unless you clear out more trees. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed my video. Check out another video. Help my channel out a little bit, and we'll see you later. I gotta get warmed up. I am freezing. And Chessie's inside here. There she is. Look at there. There she is in my seat, keeping it warm for me. All right, we'll see you later. All right, check this out. I've always wanted to film a train from this pedestrian bridge right here. It goes over the CSX tracks. And I decided to take a run over here for a few minutes and because I heard this train on my scanner. And they're just now coming through town. This will be a good one. Find a good spot over here. Got one tree.
Clear Walton, CSX, Hill, 575, engine 989, south end.
M575, southbound. The block signal that they're just now going past just came on about a minute before they got to it. And on the right, they've got a defect detector.
CSX, equipment defect detector, milepost 89.0.
This train should have about 100 cars, right around 100. DPU, I think I see you. I do. Here comes DPU working hard. Wow, that train was really picking the speed up.
Defect detector. Milepost 89er.0. No defects. No defects. Total axle 614. Train lane 9er124. End of transmission.
Wow, that train was longer than I thought. I thought it only had 400 and something axles. I must have misheard it.
Walton CSX M5.
All right, that was a good one though. There you go. That's on the radio. Thanks for watching. Let's see what else we can get into here today. Downtown Walton, Kentucky. Hey, what's Loki doing over there? Hey, Loki, what you doing? Oh, he wants to go back there and run around. That's what he wants to do. All right, well, hang on.